Good evening, good evening, everybody. It is your girl, AC Speedster, and we are back in our back chats tonight. We have an amazing guest. We have Asande. Asande is going to be joining us, and tonight it's all about Twizza Super School Series. So good evening, everybody. So good to see people coming on. Shout out to everybody joining: Brian, Baby Love, Stefan. Guys, tonight we're speaking to one of SA's upcoming long jumpers and triple jumper. So if you guys have questions for the guy, drop him a question in the comment section. You know, we're also speaking about the Twizza Super School Series final, which is coming up on the 19th of February. And here we're going to have the 15 best schools in South Africa going head to head so that we can crown the fastest school in South Africa. And that's what we're going to be chatting about today. I'm getting Mr. Asande is up to. Just accept his request over there. Hello, Mr. Asande. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. You?
I'm excellent. I mean, I'm speaking to you. I'm excellent. I'm happy. I'm blessed. How's your day been?
It's been chill today. I didn't have training, school, so I had an easy day.
That's good. That's good. So for everybody who is watching and who has joined us tonight, we're speaking to the one, the only upcoming long jumper and triple jumper, Mr. Asande. He is part of Prestige College. He's going to tell us all about that very soon. And the theme for our chat tonight is Twizza Super School Series. Are you ready?
Definitely.
Are you sure you're ready? That was a very delayed response there.
Of course, I'm ready.
That's great. That's great. So tell us about you. You know, your age, what school you go to. You know, when you started athletics. Just give us a background of Asande.
Okay, well, my full name is Asande Mthembu. I attend Prestige College. I'm in matric this year. I've been an athlete since I was 13, I think. Since I was 13, I started athletics. Before that, though, it was I did a lot of sports. I played soccer, rugby, cricket. Then when grade 7 hit, I had this other guy that saw me practicing. Then he said, "Oh, you know, you look like you can do something." Then he called me. He started training me. Then I became an athlete like that. I went to nationals. Prestige took me on scholarship, and I ended up here.
And now you are here. Guys, just to give you a brief background of Asande, he has participated at SA School Champs. He was the 2020 SA Triple Jump Champion, 2021 SA Long Jump Champion. He came second in the Triple Jump. And then he was selected to represent South Africa in the Sutu. But unfortunately, the big COVID hit you over there. That must have been very disappointing, right?
It was, definitely. I remember when because I was genuinely okay. Then the morning, I think it was a Wednesday morning or Friday morning, between the two. I woke up in the morning, I had my bags. I did the test the day before. So I had my bags, I'm on my way out. My mom's like, let's just call the hospital to get your results. Then as I called, they're like, hey, where you going? Like, you're positive, you can't go. So it was a hit. I was a bit disappointed for the day. Then the next day I was like, okay, you know, let's just relax. Don't train this December. Let's enjoy it. Just refresh yourself, get fresh again. Then we'll see next year. So
I mean,
I think that helped. It helped me with my recovery mentally, especially because it was a very big deal, blow to deal.
Was that your first national team call-up for track and field?
Yeah.
Wow, that must have been a hard one. But I'm positive that there's many more to come. And it's a new year now in 2022. And the COVID doesn't seem like it's bothering us that much when it comes to sport, thank goodness. You know, so that's a good thing. So 2022, we're starting off big. 19th of February, Twizza Super School Series final. How do you think your school is going to fare?
Well, it's a bit mixed, but I feel like we're going strong. We had a few competitions already. There's okay, well, now I'm a senior, so there's a lot of youngsters coming up, and it's interesting for me to see. Because I remember myself at their age coming up, you know, I had bad days, good days. learning to deal with everything, as well as adjusting to high school, the pressure. Because the coaches also often, they as much as they trust us, they also, have that expectation of, you're not going to do too bad, but you have to, at least be on this level, because they want the school to do well in general. So I think my school we have a good chance this year. The seniors are coming strong as well. We have a good chance this year.
I mean, whenever I'm at the Twizza Super School Series champs, I'm always seeing prestige, prestige, prestige. You guys are always in the top 3, top 4, top 1. You know, you're winning things, you're making things happen. A lot of records were falling last year. So can we look forward to some records falling on the 19th of Feb?
Definitely, we have we
Definitely.
have we have strong people this year. We have strong people this year. We're looking at some records. We're looking at them.
That's amazing. And what has been your prep leading up to the 19th of Feb, the big day?
My coach has been taking it easy on me. We've had a lot of meetings till now. I think I've had about 5, and it's the Feb just started. So we've been going short run up in meetings. I had big jumps though, but we've been going easy to make sure that by the time the 19th of Feb comes and going onwards, I'm still energetic and fresh.
I've seen Mthembu has joined. I saw Akani Simbini earlier on. A lot of people are saying, you got this, Asande. You're going to have a great year. You're going to have a great Twizza Super Series final. Guys, drop the guy all the best over here. He is preparing to take on. Are you doing both the long jump and triple jump on the 19th?
Yeah, I haven't been doing triple jump in meetings though, but in training we're getting there. We're getting there because it's a very technical event. So you don't just go flying into it. We have to be really sure about what you're doing. So I'm gonna be doing both.
Definitely. That's amazing. And we're looking forward to seeing what you can do. I see that, you came from a history of high jump as well, and you used to compete in the high jump as well. Do you still dabble in that, or are you strictly just in the pit right now?
Well, I do it when the school needs points. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
I do it when the school needs points. But if I'm going to nationals and Twizza, I most likely wouldn't be doing high jump. I'm not on the level that people they are on right now.
I mean, if you're on a level where you can just step in and get points for the school, you must be on a great level, right?
It's not bad. It's not bad, but yeah, I mean, if I train, maybe. If I train, maybe.
And you said you started your track career at the age of 13, or getting into athletics at the age of 13. A platform like Twizza Super School Series is very new, about maybe 3 years old in the track and field world. How has that helped you develop confidence, on the track, get race ready for the rest of the season, etc.?
I remember the first time we had Twizza, we got there and we're like, okay, we've seen A-Bond, we've seen top 10, so it can't be that bad. Then we get there, we see SABCs there, we see all these schools are attending, and we're like, what's going on? And we're like, okay, let's just calm down and get into it. And all of a sudden, when you're there competing, you just see all these guys, and you can't really say that it's gonna be an easy day. You can't say that, oh, it's Twizza, because all the guys there are from the top 15 schools, so you know that they're gonna produce something massive. So for people who are looking to prepare for big meetings such as Worlds or representing South Africa, going to nationals, it's a very good place to go because you definitely will be seeing whoever you'll be seeing at nationals there. I remember at my school we used to call it the second essays.
The second essays, there you guys have heard it, guys. So for those of you who don't know what the Twizza Super School Series is, Twizza goes out to all the provinces in South Africa, and they go and they find the fastest schools in South Africa. Then they come and they compete head to head. So on the 19th of February, be there, Ruimsig Stadium, 15 schools is going to battle it out to be crowned the fastest school in South Africa. Last year, it was Menlo. This year, Prestige College, maybe?
We're going for it, definitely. We can't let them win 2 in a row.
Not going to happen, not on your clock.
No, it can't happen.
What other events will you be taking part in? Maybe the relay?
If it's there, I think I have a chance this year. I wasn't as quick in the previous years, but this year I think God is on my side. I've picked up a lot of speed.
I like that God is on your side this year. So what else do you have planned for 2022? It's a very busy year. We're starting off this week in athletics is fires. We have league meetings happening already, and then we have the Super School Series the next week, and we're just going and going and going. What else do you have planned for the week?
For the week.
I mean, for the year, sorry. I just
For
saw
the year,
Custer
we
Semenya training group join us. So shout out to Custer Semenya training group as well. Everybody else that's joining us, shout out to you guys. Drop Asande a good luck note for the Twizza Super School Series or ask a question. Let's hear what you have to say. Yeah, tell us your plan.
well, me and my coach and my training partners, all of us, we're looking at nationals because we're planning on taking a clean sweep with the medals. We want first, second, and third to come from the same group. So
Oh, wow.
we have serious goals. It's going down. And then we're also looking at representing SA at the Under 20 World Championships. So we have a lot to prepare for. It's a lot.
It's going down. Clean sweep at the national champs. Who do you train with? Who is your crew? Do you guys have a name?
I think the group name we have is Prestige Jumpstars, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice.
Our coach is Coach Neil Cornelis. I'm not sure if he is or was, but he's a coach at Tux. Then I train with Sanele Shoba, Tikana Shabangu, Blessing Takunda, Kisha Mangava, Makani Sibia, Tumira Mohopa. It's all big names. People you've definitely seen at nationals once or twice.
Dropping massive names here, guys. It's gonna be fires. They're looking for a clean sweep, and we're excited to see that. We have a few questions here, a few people backing you. One person said, "When I grow up, I want to be like you." That's massive. I mean, you're 17 years old, and there's people wanting to be like you. You're still growing up.
It's scary. It's really scary. It's a lot of pressure.
I mean, it can be scary, but I think it's something that you can be proud of and something that you can, like, put in your bag and be like, I'm 17, but I've already set the standard and I've already shown people and become a motivation to people. You know what I mean? So I think it's a good standard. And on that note, who is your motivator? What motivates you?
My motivation. It's a bit weird because he's not really into athletics. But I have this soccer star that I think he used to play in the 2000s and early 2010s. What is his name? Ronaldinho. He was a Brazilian player, played for a lot of teams overseas. I looked to him for motivation because in his sports, as much as he was good, he looked to enjoy it in the best way that he can. So he was always trying to find new ways to have fun, to enjoy. And I think that's a very important thing when it comes to competing because when the pressure comes and everything's here, athletes tend to just focus on winning and making sure that the school does well and all that. But I think a very important element of winning is to have fun. So I think that's what I look to most of the time.
That is so beautifully said already. And at your age, just saying I want to have fun, I want to do my thing. When you in your run up and you have a goal ahead of you, but there's a lot of pressure. Maybe the first two jumps never went as well as it went. What do you do to get yourself refocused, to find that zen again?
I know my first jump. When the person before me goes, I just get to my mark. I go on one knee and I have a prayer, a small prayer, like 10-second prayer, just to get me ready for the competition. And it also helps me to know that everything's gonna go well. It gives me that extra confidence. Then if that doesn't go well, I just sit down. I don't think about the jump at all because I know that's just gonna make me go crazy. So I sit down, I look at everything. I'm like, okay, how are the other guys doing? And I just tell myself, still, it's a meeting. The spectators here to watch you guys, so you can watch them too. And I just watch until it's my turn again. Then I go.
That's amazing. So now I want you to paint the scenario for me. It's the 18th of February, a day before the Twizza Super School Series final. What is your routine on the 18th of February? What do you do? Is there something specific you like doing? Do you rest? What is your routine?
It's a day before a competition, a very big competition. So most likely, I'll come out of school. If I have time, I'll go to the courts and I'll just shoot a bit because I also play basketball for fun. So I'll go to the courts. I'll just shoot a bit to relax me. I won't do anything heavy though because I'm competing, so I can't be running all over the place. So I'll just go alone with my earpods in. I'll shoot. Maybe for 30 minutes, I go back to hostel because I'm in boarding year school. So I go to hostel, I take a shower, then I just relax for the whole day. The guys will be talking, the girls will be talking. Hey, tomorrow's Twizza, tomorrow's Twizza. So you just talk about all the memories we have of it because we've been there since it started, 2020, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll just be talking about the whole thing, saying, hey, remember when that happened, remember when that happened. And it just gives us a good morale going into it. So I think it brings our confidence in. It really picks us up. Even if you had a bad day, you can just get there during the conversation. When you leave, you'll be feeling, nah, I can't wait for tomorrow.
That's amazing. And it's so nice when you train with your training partners, you live with them, you travel with them, you engage with them. I think that also helps you to just stay calm and get ready. Share some of those moments from previous Twizza championships that you guys remember and speak about all the time.
I remember I think it was the first one. I wasn't really doing anything big back then. I was still mediocre. The SABC guys came through and they're like, can you guys do a quick intro for us? So we had to introduce the track. I think that was the first time I held a mic in front of a camera and I had to say something. So personally, I was nervous. I was really nervous. We were all together there. We all did it. So those are one of the moments we just speak about. Then we talk about the jump we've had. They always bring up my socks, because I have these red long socks I jump with. So they're always making fun of them because I don't know why. I won't say I know why. I don't know why, but those are the type of things that we just talk about, we laugh over. Some people had horrible days at Twizza. So just bring all these things back help us a lot.
That's so cool. The red socks. We're gonna see it on the 19th, right?
Definitely.
We're gonna call you out on those red socks. Is it a prestige college thing? Is it a Asande thing? Where does it come from?
Where does what come from?
Is it a prestige college thing, the Red Sox, or is it a Sunday thing? What is the vibe with that?
It's a personal thing because I got them from my soccer coach when I was playing soccer for under 15. Under 15. When I was 14, I played under 15. So when the year ended, the people got the kits. I didn't get my kit for some reason, but then I did get those socks. So since then, I've been competing with him every time because he was a very special person to me. He is a very special person to me.
That's amazing. Those sentimental things mean a lot, especially when you're under pressure and you're in competition. It really just calms you down and gets you in the zone and ready for it, right? We have another question here. What do you eat? Food?
I mean, food. I think if you want to be a good athlete, the most important things are cornflakes. I think cornflakes are the most important thing.
That's your go-to meal to be a great athlete.
Yeah. Whether it's at 12 at night, 5 in the morning, breakfast, lunch, supper. If I'm hungry, I'll go to cornflakes all the time. I can't live without them.
So you guys have had it. If you want to jump well, if you want to make national teams, eat cornflakes. That's how the guy does it. He eats cornflakes. That is crazy. Tell us, who do you think, as Prestige College, which school is your biggest competition?
It's Twizza, definitely. There's a very big name to be had there. There's a lot of bragging rights. Because, I mean, there's 15 schools.
Can you hear me? At the Twizza event, who's your tightest competition of the 15 schools that you're competing against?
First and foremost, I have to put my training partners. There's 4 of us in total. Like I said, it's me, it's Sanele Shoba, Blessing Takundwa, and Tikana Shabangu. All of them brilliant jumpers. So whenever I get into a meeting, I don't even have to look far because I know these guys are here. I have to keep my socks up. Outside of them, I know there's one guy from Case, it's Tabang. I'm not sure what school he's from. There's this other guy called Sam. I heard he jumped big the other day. So if he's there, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I think those are the only guys that come to mind because, they're the only ones that come to mind when I think about it.
But it seems like you thrive off of competition. You thrive off of guys coming in at their peak and jumping well, and you're like ready for that. You're like, come at me, I'm ready. I'm gonna get you. What was your toughest competition in your career so far?
My toughest competition.
Mm.
It's a weird one, but it was 2019 and when I was under 15, my AGN championships for triple jump. I think that was my toughest so far. Like I've had tighter ones, but in terms of having to improve all the time, it was that one because it was me, Tabang, and Tikana who were doing triple jump that day. I was still new to triple jump. I was getting into it, so I remember at the time all of us jumped 12 meters something, like a low 12. No one had above 12.2. I had an 11, I think, but we weren't anywhere near SA winning level.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got there to that Asian champs. It was at Pulditch, and I started at the 12.99. The next jump, Tigana came with a 12.1. The next one was a 13. I'm lying, 13.1. The next guy came with a 13.2. Next guy 13.4. Everyone was just improving like crazy. So it was hard mentally to say, okay, I've done my best. This is the best I can do. Then someone comes and beats you. Then you just no, it's not the best I can do, and then you start over. You have to come again and do it again and again and again and again and again. I think I came second or third that day. But out of all the losses I've taken, that one was definitely the best. I enjoyed that loss. Every time I think I just say that loss was the best one ever. I couldn't have asked for better.
I'm learning so much from a 17-year-old boy telling me he enjoyed a loss. I've never ever in my life enjoyed a loss ever. How do you enjoy a loss?
Winning isn't good all the time. I don't think it's healthy to keep winning because the day you're with people who can actually give you a run for your money or who are ahead of you at that time, when you lose, it's going to be a huge mental thing, and now you don't know how to react to it. So that's another reason why I like people giving me pressure. I want to stay on my toes all the time. I don't want to get to a meeting and say, I'm levels ahead of these guys, so I can just have a chill day today. I want to have that day where I come in, I'm like, today's an easy day. Then someone comes and proves me wrong. Then I have to be like, no, it's and we keep going and going and going. It helps with improvement, number one, and number two, it sharpens you all the time. Because to know that you can compete with people, it gives you confidence on its own.
Jeez, guy filled with wisdom already. I love it. That's the perfect mindset, to have when striving to become an elite athlete and SA's greatest and the world's greatest. You know what I mean? So I love that. Keep that close, keep that confidence, and always keep thinking like that. It's something that will get you very, very far. That's amazing. So you in matric this year, right? Number one, are you sad that it's your last year at Prestige College?
Yeah, it hurts. I feel it, yeah. It hurts, yeah. Because we made a lot of memories, yeah. At some point, it didn't feel like it's ending at all.
I can imagine it must be such a sad time, but also time for progression and time to take the next step. What are your plans post-matric? Where you're planning to go to continue your career?
I had a few calls from abroad, but then I spoke to people. I looked at the history of people that went abroad, and I made a decision that it's best if I stay here in SA with my coach. He also spoke to me, advised me. Then after all the talking, because I spoke to pros that have gone that side and are doing well, some didn't do well. They all gave me advice and told me. Then I made a decision that it's best if I stay in SA for the time being, and I'll leave if I'm with my coach, because he's the one who's gonna be guiding my progression the whole way. I trust that God of my life. If he says today you're not doing this, I'll ask him why. But I know at the end of the day I won't do it because he said I shouldn't. So I'm gonna be going to. I'm trying to go to TUX, the University of Pretoria. That's my first option. I haven't really planned ahead of that, to be honest, because that's just where my eyes are. I don't even want to have a plan B. That's what I'm aiming for. So if I can get in there, then everything's gonna go well.
100%. Plan A is going to work, so you don't even need a plan B. It's just gonna happen. It's gonna work, and you're gonna manage. I like that a lot. But you must also know you made a really good decision because cornflakes is only good in South Africa. It's not good abroad. Exactly. So you have to stay. Else you're gonna lose the secret ingredient.
You see, it's not a good idea at all. It's not.
So aside from your teammates and your training partners, and even just your, I mean, you can mention them obviously, but even just your peers and your scholars at your school, what are you looking forward to the most for the 19th of February in terms of performances? You know, I've been at the Twizza events. There's been some hot performances. Everybody's always on par. What events are you looking forward to watching?
The 100 meters.
The 100 meters is going
All
to
the
be fire.
time. The 100 meters, the relays. There's two guys I know from high jump that are going to be going crazy. Let me see. 800 is also very interesting for the people that watch it. 200 is going to be interesting. Shot put's going to be crazy. I've seen some people throwing further than I can jump, and it's wow. It's amazing to me.
Yeah.
It's scary because it doesn't make sense how one person with a body of this size can throw something that far, and you know, so those are the ones I'm looking forward to: the 100, the 200, the high jump, the 800 meters, and relays, obviously. The high jump, yeah.
And I'm gonna put you on the spot. Drop some names, drop some predictions, get us excited. It's around the corner. We're ready for it. Who are you backing?
In the hundreds, I don't know a lot of names, but I know we have Denzel in the, I'm not sure if it's on 19 or 20. I mean, we have Denzel in the under 17. Sorry, my bad. Then we have Lerato in the under 20, under 19. Then we're gonna have, I know in the high jump it's guys from other schools. We're gonna have Brian. We're gonna have Connor. In the shot put, there's one guy I know. I know he has some composition. There's one guy that keeps him on his toes. But I know we're going to have Aiden. Aiden's going to be throwing crazy. That much I know for a fact. So the relays, obviously, you have to watch out for my school. Like, how can't you?
Can't watch. You can't miss the red and green, right? It's right there in your face.
It's right there. No one dresses
and
like us.
What are you going for on the 19th? What is your goals? What are you hoping for?
Okay, when I go to a meeting, I don't have a certain distance in my head. Because I feel like over time, if you don't get that goal a lot, your morale just drops completely, no matter what you do. So for me, I have like a goal of, I have short-term goals, not competition goals. I have like a goal of essays I have to, come first, worlds I have to get there, things like that. But for Twizza, I think my goal is to come second, but with giving my all. That's my goal. I wanna lose Twizza. I want someone to beat me.
Oh, you challenging people to come and try and beat you.
Yeah. Okay, I want
guys.
To beat me.
What do I say after that? Asande here is challenging you to come and try and beat him, to give him a loss.
Yeah.
So he can learn a lesson, because he's gonna give 100%. Every answer, I'm learning something new.
I'm not gonna go easy though. I don't want people to think I'm gonna go hard. I'm definitely not gonna let it be easy. So if anyone can beat me, I want them to come, do their best, we do our best, we shake on it after, and we have fun.
100%, I love it. So guys, this is Asande. He is going to be representing Prestige College the 19th of February at the Twizza Super School Series final, where we are going to look to crown the fastest school in South Africa. Guys, when you get this crown, no school can beat you. The bragging right is amazing. The atmosphere is amazing. The vibe is amazing. Come through, support your school, back your school. It's going to be lit. We want to see you there. The guy said he dares someone to come and beat him because he's bringing fires. He's going to give his all. At 15 different schools, they're going to see this message from you at some point before the 19th of February. Give everybody, a message of encouragement, a message of motivation, just to keep strong up until the 19th. And just some words of inspiration.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself. It'll break you. First things first. Second of all, don't be lazy. That's another thing. Don't put pressure on yourself, but don't be lazy. Always try to improve, even if it's small things that you haven't taken note of. And for me, no matter what's going on around me in my life, at school, at home, or wherever, I always try to focus on that event if I'm there on that day. So, and look forward to it. It's going to be interesting. Look forward to it. When you get there and try to enjoy, don't put too much pressure on yourself. go for it. Go crazy. That's one place where you have no restraints. Just go crazy.
Mm-hmm. We love it, guys. You heard it there from the man himself. Don't be lazy. Work hard. Have fun. Go crazy. It's going to be a day. I mean, I'm going to be probably lost for words on the day. Records are going to fall. Performances are going to be fire. So don't miss it out. It's going to be on the 19th of February at Ruimsig Stadium. 15 schools competing against each other to see who is the best school in track and field, South Africa. Thank you to everybody for joining us. Thank you for wishing the guy best of luck. Thank you for backing him. You know, he's going to go out there and do the best for you guys. And Asande, thanks for making this time to chat with us and to share a lot of words of wisdom and a lot of advice at your age. We back you. We're going to watch you. I'm going to be there to interview you when someone tries to beat your butt. You know, I'll be there. I'll be watching. Front row seat. Front row seat.
Definitely, we'll be there. I hope everyone enjoys it because I don't want them to hear me just saying this. I hope they enjoy it. I hope they enjoy the show. I saw the tickets sold out like 2 days ago already, and they came out like 3 days ago. So people are definitely hyped to see this. I know they hyped to see this. I really know they have to see this. So I hope you can make it. If you can't live stream or something, just make sure you see it because it's gonna be something's gonna happen. I'm not sure what, but something's gonna happen.
There you go, guys. If you haven't got a ticket, I'm sorry it's sold out. 19th of February, Ruimsig Stadium. But don't worry, Backtrack's got you. We're going to be streaming it live as well, so be sure to tune in. Thank you, Asande. It was amazing chatting to you, and thank you for making time, and all the best. I'll be watching you. Have a good evening.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. That is Asande, guys. Such an amazing athlete. And, you know, only 17 years old, and he shared so much words of inspiration and motivation for all of you competing for this year in track and field, but also specifically at the Twizza Super School Series on February the 19th. Guys, it's going to be great. Be there, back your athletes, back your school. If you can't be there in person, catch the live stream out, and I'll be chatting soon. I'm AC Speedster, and I'm out.